fall asleep now. Just hit.
Josh is a strange character.
The guy at the foundry?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, he I don't know, he seemed real agitated when Scott wanted him to take stuff to him. But he'd never been to Aransas Pass.
Oh. Huh.
Which I was
Gave him $20 for.
a little stunned. Yeah, I asked him if he needed gas money. No, good. But he's just real different. His mom evidently has seizures, and he's kind of her caregiver, so I guess he's under a lot of stress in that respect. But he's just a different kind of guy. He would do anything for you.
Yeah.
He's one of those. But yeah.
Not a big traveler.
Evidently not. It's kind of strange. You're from here. You've never been around.
Yeah, it's just the circle. I mean,
Yeah.
I did not do the circle in my entire lifetime. I did it in like the first 2 days, multiple times on a motorcycle.
Well, I guess he's family issues or something.
I get
Yeah,
claustrophobic if I don't have room.
So I got mad at him yesterday because he couldn't find the lock that he misplaced.
Oh dear.
And so he just put a thing in the sliding door.
Which is last time they did that, we got
I
ripped
told him.
off.
I was like, last time that happened, somebody cleaned this out. Oh, well, there's this. Don't argue with me. That's the way it is. Oh, well, Stuffy was trying to go and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you put the freaking lock? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think I was the last one to do it. I was like, yeah, you were. And he found the lock.
I always put the lock right back in the hook on the door.
Well, I want to cable it.
That's a good idea.
A 4-foot cable and so
Excellent
the lock
idea.
can only
Go so far.
Excellent idea.
Yeah. And love people. Not me. Really.
Yeah.
Constant. Not me.
Who are we talking about? Did you get her in science camp?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I got in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got one gap because you didn't want robotics, so there's between,
You didn't want robotics?
you never liked robotics, I don't know why not.
Wow.
No, so disappointed. Build a robotic little puppy or something one day.
I know, but next year I kind of want to try.
Okay. We'll see if I can work.
So 1 week she doesn't have.
So, yeah, it's the end of, yacht camp's 2.5 weeks. She's got the last of that week, and then the whole next week, there's nothing. And then the last 7 weeks of summer are all science.
Oh, good. Good. I was worried.
Yeah, I was too, because it was like, yeah, apply online. And then I called and said, hey, what's the probability of getting in? Because I heard y'all were doing a limited. And it was like, no, we're probably going to be able to fit. And I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm panicking again. Gosh, okay, thank you. We only been there since age 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Dang it.
I was stunned when I heard how long it had been closed. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, since the
Since
last
the hurricane.
August. Yeah, so it took them that long to treat it and rebuild inside. Because I had called and I was like, do y'all need help? I can do manual labor. And no, we got this and we can't legally do that. Okay.
They can't accept volunteers?
Because while it was under quarantine, and they were trying to treat
Mode remediation?
Yeah.
Got it.
So like, I can get in there and wear a mask and clean and do whatever you need to do. But okay, whatever. I kind of appreciated it. I was just doing it to be nice.
Doesn't hurt to do that. That's one reason I do KEDT, because I meet people I would never get to meet.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. You do. You run into the most interesting people. I'm not much of a good conversationalist, but I love to eavesdrop. You can hear these
And over here
conversations
yeah.
and figure, oh yeah.
Matter of fact, I was trying to do this online payment for Rotary.
Set it up.
And we have a web guy that, I mean, we use, anyway, WordPress. for maintenance of the website. But that wasn't my job. I hadn't been exposed to it. It's going to be my job as secretary, but not as treasurer. And so I sent an email to their web dude and said, this is what I need. And so I was at KEDT, and I overhear this guy, and I had actually talked to him on the phone and had emailed him a couple of times. And I overheard him introducing himself to someone. It was that guy. I was like, your name is Jen? Yeah. You do software design and websites and stuff? Yeah. Perchance do you do Rotary Club of Corpus Christi? Yeah. It worked out real well.
Cool.
Yeah, gave me a chance to actually, shake his hand and
Know who you're snarling at.
know who I'm snarling at, yeah. But once he got the page done, I can go in there and put new codes and buttons for PayPal and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Plug and play stuff.
yeah, they're quite impressed that I got it set up, so that's
Cool.
okay.
I think that's neat.
Opened their PayPal account for them and all that.
Friends me, they've never automated that before.
Well, they accepted credit cards, but it was all through QuickBooks Online, or QuickBooks. And QuickBooks did not have the ability to pay online.
Really?
And so I set up the PayPal account and got it to where I'll pay. And to pay an invoice, they have choices. You have your dues amount that you pay 6 months or a year, and then you can do the red apple meal, which changes every 6 months depending on how many meals they've got, and that's where you buy and pay $1 less or something. And then you can contribute to this and this and this and this. So it's not like just go in and pay your invoice. You have to be able to go in and pay your invoice and have these choices to add on to it. So I had to come up with a payment design that would accommodate all that crap. So
There's your next call in.
but so far they're real pleased because some of the people that are utilizing it are people they couldn't get to pay. They'd have to call them 2 or 3 times and that kind of thing.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And we've got 300 people in the club.
Oh, wow.
So for them to have to take the phone call, write down the information, and run the credit card.
Yep. For every single one that
Yep.
gets up and can't get through.
Yep. So far it's working out real well.
Very nice.
My legacy is treasure.
Yeah, never messed with stuff like that. Honestly, the only messing I did was the stupid little Sweet Adeline page, which was just copy, paste some pictures and change the wording, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go mad on this one. Okay.
Oh my God.
Never actually played with it. What are you gushing about?
Well, I'm going to try. My business website is crap because the online store through GoDaddy, it's not generating any revenue, and I think it's because of the online store format. Because you have to go through their online store to make any changes on the website, and so I'm going to try to learn WordPress and set up my own site. Have their little plug-in or whatever, but it seems once it's set up, pretty simple.
WordPress, huh?
I think it's called WordPress. It's very user-friendly,
Yeah.
which some of them are not,
Yeah.
including GoDaddy.
Yeah. But I messed with it.
And the current Sweet Adeline website is not that great, but I'm not taking that one on. Someone else can do that.
Sexy beast.
Kathy's hubby had back surgery and did okay, even though he's 81.
Where'd you get it done?
Houston.
Huh.
It wasn't a full-blown surgery, it was a laparoscopic,
No.
clean something up kind of thing. But
But still, at that age, being able to heal and get it done, that's cool.
yeah.
'Cause, like, I know at a certain age, they don't want to do your knees unless it's a full replacement.
Well, it's the anesthesia that's so,
Is it what's the
scary.
danger for-
and you just don't heal as fast. And
Well, that's why I was thinking, if you don't heal as fast.
I know Carol went with us last night to this Celtex thing because she's looking at
You do that.
meniscus fixed or something. but I don't know. I just know how much it seemed to help Cece and her MS.
What do they do? Just inject it in there and it tries to...
They take your fat cells and they spin them down to where you have,
The T cells, please.
thank you, and then they grow them
Culture them and then...
to where you end up with millions.
Okay.
And then they re-infuse them either through the nose to go to the brain, if you're having memory issues and that kind of thing, or directly into a joint, or they can do a full body infusion for general maintenance.
Really?
Keep it going. Yeah, there was a guy, I hadn't seen him in Rotary in a while, and it's because he's Mike Bertuzzi. He used to be the Republican chairman, and he's moved to Bernie. And so he was there last night, and I was real surprised to see him, but we were talking, and he is, several years ago, his mother had Alzheimer's, and he had it done because he was starting to not remember names and stuff, and it worried him. And he said that totally cleared up.
Wow.
And then he's a competitive bicyclist, and he had an accident that injured his hip, I think it was. And they told him that he would be down for 9 months, would not be able to even think about getting on a bicycle, possibly ever again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so he went down there and had stem cells infused, and he was healed within 6 weeks or something. I mean, it was pretty mind-boggling.
Huh.
And
That is so cool.
yeah, and one of the girls in Rotary had a real bad car wreck,
Mm-hmm.
and she had been boggy-brained ever since. And she was getting them for her knee, and it was while it was still in Houston. They could still do it in Houston, and she had them harvested and then reinfused, just generally building up to having it locally before, but then they outlawed it in the U.S. But it cleared up her brain fog from this wreck.
Outlaw something that's actually proving to be...
Because Big Pharma doesn't want you to be able to do anything other than medicate through chemo.
It's insane.
And because that's what Cece,
Yeah.
you know, she had it done in like Guadalajara or something.
Yeah, I remember they went...
Treatments of diseases are far more profitable than cures.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course.
I know.
And she went to Germany and had them infused into her spinal cord that went straight to the brain.
Mhm.
And that's the only thing that kept her going as long as she did. And when she gave up is when they outlawed it in Houston, because their mom had no money. They didn't have the patience to Patty to get this next adoption kind of thing. So
What's the company name? The stem cell company?
Celtex.
And why are y'all kind of hesitant about it? Because you would almost think that'd be something to really pursue.
Well, it's very expensive. It's $5,200 just to have your cells harvested and banked.
Yeah.
And then, matter of fact, the procedure itself, you can get a package of 10, $80,000.
Oh, holy cow. Of your own self?
Well, the treatments,
Oh, okay.
and it can be like a,
Wait a minute. It's 80,000 for 10 or 5,500 each?
no.
No.
It's $5,500 just for them to harvest them and bank them. And then it's
A freaking fortune.
like
to
a
get treatments
single
with it.
IV infusion is $13,000,
Mm. Good for it.
which I would love to do that for my arthritis.
Yeah.
And then 3 infusions is $33,500. 5 is $50,000. 10 is $80,000. Intra-articular injection, which is a local injection into a joint, is $2,000 to $8,000. Intramuscular, which goes into the muscular tissue, which I'm not sure, maybe that's for maybe that's $2,000 to $8,000. intradiscal, into a disc or interstitial space is 2 to 4. Intralymphatic, which goes into the lymph nodes, is 8. Into the nasal administration, which is for the brain, is 8. And then intrathecal is
Like for
13.
colon cancer or something?
Well, they won't do it if you have cancer.
Really?
And it's because
Messed up.
this encourages the growth of new cells.
Oh.
Yeah.
And if your body is
Already
out of
producing
control,
it. Yeah,
so.
that makes it wildfire.
But that, I mean, it's not a small amount of money,
Yeah.
plus, you know, how much of it is snake oil.
Yeah.
So that's kind of,
Yeah.
but Lee is looking at getting, he needs a knee replacement, that's why. Unless he needs it for his brain, because his memory is pretty bad.
Yeah,
He
you
can't
said
afford it, jeez.
that. I know, right?
But I would love to get a single IV infusion just to see if it helps my,
Have you tried the oxygenation something or another?
what is that?
It's
Like the oxygen bed that,
well, no, it's actually they like doctors get big into it.
Your doctor's big into it?
Yeah.
What do they do?
yeah.
There's a couple. It's oxygen therapy basically. Yeah, there's one, and then they make it super oxygenated and put it back in.
And what does it do?
All of that. It's supposed to give you energy and so on and so forth.
Well, anyway, and yesterday, President Trump signed a bill that allows terminal patients to do off-the-chart therapies like this in
Making
the
them
U.S.
guinea pigs, basically.
And so I'm thinking that's going to be open the door to
Insurance coverage. Gotcha.
So, I mean, I'm not facing any joint replacements, but if my brain was as bad as Lee's is getting, maybe it's just his favorite excuses. You know, I don't remember anymore. Yeah, well, forgetting my birthday is not something that. Oh, anyway.
Did you do a filter?
Thank you, honey. Huge up in the attic kind of things. Gotcha. Every 6 months or something, but it was like a third what I would buy for it online. It's $12 and they're like $35. So
Yeah.
pretty pricey. Yeah. He said, "How many do you want?" And I said, 2. And he said, "Oh, I'll give them to you for your birthday." And I said, 4. So what happened to the second one? I mean, the other 3.
And the boss said I probably had to. It cost me more money to have the lady write it up than I made off of it.
Right?
So I'm gonna just have a big order.
Got it. So they don't have to do all the paperwork. Got it.
What were you doing on your birthday? We didn't meet up with you, did we?
Did
Lost track of what's going on.
Lee was
now.
sick, and Steffi took me out to lunch.
Oh.
And he was going to take me after Carol reminded him it was my birthday.
Good, Carol.
He was going to take me out to eat, and then he felt so bad I bought Whataburgers and took him to his house.
That's what was going on. You were, okay. We probably owe you
So,
a birthday
Yes,
dinner.
you do.
Yeah. Like, how did I miss that?
That's okay.
Usually better than that.
At this age,
We just fine dine and enjoy life. Yeah, I'm good.
Yep. I mean, I'm just as happy doing something like this. But anyway, this is it's not cheap.
Yeah,
But
it's an interesting concept.
it would be, if, you know, that would be $20,000 and I would gladly. It gets me, keeps me going.
Yeah. I'm the kind of girl who would like to be healthy and just lights out one day. I don't want to linger and.
Well, that's it. You know, one of my goddess friends, she got very ill. She was the district governor for Rotary. And she ended up extremely ill, almost died. during this hurricane event. Matter of fact, they ended up transporting her to San Antonio, and she almost died. Anyway, her family, which she has no kids, she's not married, and her brother and sister-in-law came in and moved everything out of her house and moved her into a assisted living. And so she calls it the jail. And she talks about some of the, and she's one of the younger ones, she's 67, I guess, and is getting her health back, but is still living there, and it's just a little 2-bedroom, no stove, microwave, hot plate, refrigerator.
Basic living, yeah.
Yeah. But she's talking about some of the women there and how they, there's one that her caregiver brings her down to eat, and they forget she's there and leaves her there all day. I mean, it's just, I thought, oh God, don't want to do that.
Yeah, Sandy's got generally a decent one. It seems they do games, and the thing that I like is that the facility is on video 24/7, so you can see what's going on at all times, and if you want to peek in on your mom or whatever, you've got a code to look into the room and
Oh, cool.
see. Yeah, it's fully monitored, so they don't have a choice but to keep it business and doing what it's being paid to do, which I was shocked that they allowed.
Now, does
that.
she still have a brain?
Some days. Yeah, she's always been a little messed up since her brother killed himself when she was little, and was like favorite brother, the one that played with Ted Atkins, and he shot himself quite right, where she's normal and very engineering minded, and then all of a sudden she'll go into the screaming rants, and whoever's in the room ends up the victim of the screaming rants. It's kind of painful. So apparently every once in a while she goes on rants that Sandy has, sold all her property, taken it all, and, run off. And Sandy's standing right there going, Mother, it's all, you're sitting on it. Get paid for this.
But she, as far as memory and stuff, it's
like I said, when it's on, it's on. When it's not, it's not. And apparently she's 93, 94 now. And she's probably got it. She's probably there maybe once or twice a week on that. It's gotten that bad. The rest of the time she's just kind of ranting. And they put her in a room when she starts firing up and give her a book and turn the TV on so that they try to focus her into a living environment kind of thing, so she's not disconnected from whatever set her off. Whatever sets her off, and she spins like a baying dog. Ugh, I don't miss that.
Did you text your daughter and ask her how her first day at work was?
Yes.
Yeah, I was real disappointed Tyler didn't bother to go to Friends. Oh, and he used the excuse of, well, you didn't let me know. And Steffi said, seriously?
Yeah.
Well, I have to have more than a day's notice. And she said, you don't work. What else have you got to do?
Yeah, you can also call, you can go online. Yeah, graduations don't just happen in a day.
He's
Nice try, buddy.
like his dad. What about him?
Yeah, what is he? He got a $1,300 a month apartment or something?
If he doesn't go to work, he's not going to have it.
He's not showing up to,
Oh.
what's his name's
Yeah,
job?
it's just, he floats in whenever it's convenient.
Wow.
I'm not sure why he's putting up with it, but.
Yeah, whatever. It's his life.
Said Claire. She said, Dad. I said, how was your first day at work ever?
What'd she say?
She hasn't said
Oh.
I hate pizza.
She does, bless her heart. She does not like pizza.
They will not lose product on that little girl.
Nope. Don't have to worry about Claire
Isn't that the cutest
walking out with pizza.
kitten you ever saw?
Yeah.
Well, I hope all of the alarms are fixed now. I'm not sure the one in the pattern shop's working. I need to get the roof fixed. I need to just use my retirement plan and get the roof fixed and rent out the building.
Generating some revenue for itself.
Probably get $5,000 a month if I rented it out. Maybe. I don't know that You know, employee bathrooms right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It kind of it interferes with the flow of the building, but I need to do that.
Come on, manufacturing, ain't you? You got that.
Yeah, why don't you make it happen, Scott? I just don't know if I can face the whole. I mean, I can't even get my damn fence fixed. And Rodney will get his brother to do it, but just the. I'm finding the fence material. You know,
I understand.
I'm a cop out. I'm tired.
I think you just ought to get lots and lots of the razor thing and just keep piling it on itself.
You go right through it.
Well, at least they have some work. What do you mean? Like, yes,
Do you see what Kurt's doing? He's going bougainvillea on his fence.
Smart guy.
He's what?
Bougainvillea is full of thorns.
Yeah. It's a flowering plant that has
Very nice
huge
looking,
thorns and
but it
it's
has
very
huge
violent.
thorns.
Yeah. Nice.
That's what I should have planted, is bougainvillea on all my fence.
So nobody can climb in.
So nobody can
Yep.
climb in.
And if they do, they come out of bloody pulp.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you wear gloves.
What if you bring a
Really
ladder?
thick thorns, huh?
What if you bring a ladder?
Oh, if the bougainvillea is small enough, then yeah. But if it spreads out and gets wide enough, it's not going to help much.
Nope.
And my boss was telling me that people, all these other little AC companies are offering ridiculous hourly rates because it's summer.
Oh.
And he said, we'll see what happens. We've never had a layoff. And we'll carry people, we'll keep them busy, but we'll carry people through the winter months. And we don't pay as much because they're going to have a job during the winter. And so what these guys do is they offer, what do you say, the champagne and roses package.
For the summer?
For the
And
at
then
the end
lay
of
off.
the summer, they'll just say, go home. So learn everything you can so you can open your own pizza shop someday. But I don't want to. I don't like pizza.
Okay, it doesn't have to be pizza.
Yeah, but and I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty shitty. He's like, yeah, that's the way it is. And then he's like, yeah, and I lost my best manager. He's going to go open his own AC shop. I'm like, and isn't that the shit? You pay these guys and train them, and then they're your competition.
That's right.
It's like it's a cutthroat business.
Well, Del Mar cranks them out, and Southern Careers cranks them out, and they all think they know it all, and
Yeah.
that, oh, well, why should I work for somebody else? I can do this myself. Until it comes time to stand behind the product and know what you're doing.
Yeah, he said there's no. He started an industrial refrigeration business or portion, I guess, and said it was about $2-3 million a year, but I couldn't manage it. I couldn't find anybody to manage it, and I'm not going to sacrifice, $15 million a year so I can, do an extra $2 or $3 million a year with the business.
Yeah.
There's jobs out there for you. Unique employment?
Unique.
What's the other guys?
On my phone. What? This woman stayed with me in his apartment in Rotary International. That's what I'm trying to hook you up with.
Okay.
What's the LK Jordan?
LK Jordan.
Okay, Jordan wasn't very helpful last time I did that one.
She's known as Helen the Tailor because she used to work for some men's shop, Winstead's
Oh.
or something. And she's an amazing person. She has a memory. She knows, she can remember every minute. Get Peters.
Excuse me?
Webb is a black name?
The black community, Webb's very, very big, but quite, last I checked.